This is an important year for artists who entered into record deals and publishing deals in 1987 in the United States. You're probably aware that artists often sign bad deals, frequently giving away rights to their music. However, artists may have the ability to terminate these agreements where they granted, transferred, or licensed a right in a copyright. Under Section 203 of the U.S. Copyright Act, starting 35 years after an author of a work enters into such a deal and ending 5 years after that, the author or their estate, if they have passed away, can undo the deal. Since it's now 2025, this means that deals entered into from 1985 to 1990 are within the time frame for termination. So why is 1987 particularly important this year? To trigger termination, the author of the work must send a formal notice of termination, and there's a specific time frame for doing so. Notices can be sent as early as 10 years before the termination window begins, and no later than 2 years before it closes. For example, if you entered into a deal on February 15th, 1987, your termination window would begin on February 15th, 2022 and end on February 15th, 2027. This means February 15th, 2025 is the last day you can send your termination notice, since it is 2 years before the end of that window. Therefore, 2025 is the final year for artists who entered into deals in 1987 to trigger such termination by sending their notice. I should note there is some legal gray area involving work for hire language in many record deals, and this issue is still being litigated in courts, but in practice, artists and record labels often settle these claims as they arise. So if you entered into one of these agreements I mentioned, consult with the music lawyer ASAP to discuss sending a termination notice.